Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with Grumpy Grampy, Jason E. Johnson 31 on Twitter and YouTube. And let's try this a third time. You heard me. A third time that I've tried this. Is the desktop audio working now? I just, for some reason, cannot get this episode recorded properly. This is the third time I'm recording it. So this is the Clevercraft server. I played on this for a couple of years back in 2015, 16, and 17, I think. And then I switched over to playing some Fortnite and doing some Twitch streaming, but I was trying to do YouTubing at that time. 13, 14, and 15, I think. 2 or 3 years I played on this. This was my daughter's design here. We built the Cleverton College. And as you look around here, this is all Cleverton. We built this little college here. My daughter does... I'm going to show you a quick view here. There's a building over there where you can do a chicken shooting game. That's a villager trading post. We have the lit up Cleverton sign there. We lit all that up. There's a water feature over there. I'll fly us by it there real quick. There's like a Jefferson Dome there. There's somebody's house there. There was a big bank right here. It's a big, huge bank. I'll land on it real quick just to show you that they didn't finish it, but it's a really cool design. Oh, wait, I can't see it from there, can I? We're probably going to see mobs. No, I think we're on peaceful. I think I've got it set on peaceful because I didn't want mobs attacking me. They were building this, but then there's a little building there. I wanted to show you this little balloon here that got built. So I didn't build this. There's a little trading post here with the balloon. Got a rocket ship. 404 built that. There's a little a cool little building here. There's like a little oh, what do you call it? A hostel. A hostel when you come in and stay, your staycation, and then a B&B, bed and breakfast. And then I'm going to show you before, hopefully it's not too dark, but I'll show you, you can see the lights here for my daughter designed all of this. This was all her design. We did another design where we were trying to do spirals, but the spirals didn't work, so we just built white, black, white, black, white, black out of concrete. And that was right after concrete had come out. So we just kind of did this design here. And there's redstone up there over the redstone lamps. We put Prismarine on top. I never could really get the coloring right. I didn't know what to put a top on there. Now that we have copper, I can put a copper top on it and then have it turn green and do all of that and put a lightning rod up there. And it would look really cool. But we didn't have that at the time. And this was the college. I'm going to fly us over there real quick. I'm going to give you a quick peek. And then I'm going to take you, to our castle area. So this was our college here. You come in and we basically stored all the books, and you would think it's a library, but it's not a library. Although you do come here for books, you come here for learning. The books are here, but you actually come here to learn. So it's more of a college than it is a library. And then there was other houses that other YouTubers built. And it was basically small YouTubers that were doing doing Minecraft videos, and I got recruited to come in and play on the map. It had been running for about 6 months, and I joined them. And this was our big nether hub that they were building. They never did get it finished, but it's okay. I built all this tube here. This is packed ice with railroad tracks, and I don't remember why I used railroad tracks other than it helps give you better control or something. I don't know why I put the railroad tracks down, but the railroad tracks are there. I guess you could use a minecart if you wanted to, but a boat goes really, really, really fast. And you got to be careful not to kill yourself at the end. And I'm going to go ahead, just out of habit, always put my boat back. This takes you to the village. And if you come around here, this one will take you to the castle, but I'm going to take you to the village first. Or actually, I'm going to take you to the Guardian Grinder. And the Guardian Grinder, I spent about 6 weeks on this sucker. Hello. No! Okay. How come it's not going faster? Man, they've changed the mechanics on this. It used to go faster than that. Okay, here we go. Woo! Now we're going to take off. This Guardian Grinder, I spent about 6 weeks building it. There's a blaze spawner. I have a blaze spawner grinder that I was working on, but I never finished. Somebody else had another blaze spawner grinder, but... oh, that's the sand quarry there. Oh! We had a sand quarry, and my daughter was working on pixel art, but I built this, all of this came from the grinder, from me It was amazing. I cannot believe I spent close to 6 weeks building this sucker. It was intense. I cleared all the water out all the way down to well, you'll see. I hope I don't die. But this is all stuff I've collected. Well, wait. Yeah, here we go. Prismarine shards, but it doesn't work anymore. And I collected all these fish. I collected all... Well, I did at one point. Somebody borrowed them all. Sea lanterns. You can see all that stuff. But this is what I cleared out here. The water level here. It took me 6 weeks to do all this. To clear all this water out. And then I started clearing all of the cobblestone out. And it was fun, actually. It was very tedious, but it was fun. Oh, there's a grinder right there. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot there was a grinder there. But what this was supposed to do, and it doesn't work anymore. Oh, because I have it on peaceful, but it doesn't work anymore anyway. What this is supposed to do is the guardians spawn in here, and then they drop down, and then they hit the lava. They hit the lava, and then and when they hit the lava, then they die, and their stuff's supposed to drop down. But they changed the mechanics since we built that, and it doesn't work anymore. And this was all my big sorting machine here. I've got a small... You saw in my video, I have a smaller version of this sorting machine. I had a smaller version of this. That's doing ink sacs right now, because I think ink sacs are dying. But that was... Hey, Mr. Trader Man. We didn't have traders. we didn't have traders when I played this before. And I know which way to go now to get to my main area. On the last time the previous time I tried to record this, I got lost and had to go back the other way. But I know which way to go here now. So we got to go this way. And so this was if you come up here, I'm going to use the portal because I'm going to use the Nether portal because it's a lot faster than flying. And then if you're right here, say the drop tube has a slime block. Don't crouch when falling. Just reminding everybody on there. But you could basically come up here, or even you could sit down there and you could get all kinds of water temple stuff. Crazy. But the platform right there was the perfect height. If you come up there to that platform, that gave you the perfect height to do the what do you call them? Guardians. Are they called Guardians? The Guardians? Anyway, the little swimmy guys that shoot the laser beams at you. The one-eyed little monsters that do that. That's the... I lost my minecart. I'm going to have to go get it at some point. But I don't play on this. I haven't played on this map since 2015, I think, maybe. And I'm going to just about hit the 10-minute mark, because I wanted to hit the 10-minute mark here on Cleverton, the Clevercraft server, and then I'm going to boot up my home world, show you around my home world real quick that my daughter and I played on for about, well, we've been playing on it since 2011. I quit playing on it. We had villagers in here, but they got despawned for some reason. If you go to the village here, and then you'll see the castle that we built. That always scares me. This was the village I found. And I had my fishing shack over here where I could fish. I had a grinder over here. I think skeleton and zombie. I had a double spawner down there. One skeleton, one zombie. I had the pigs and stuff here. I had my villagers here. Really didn't have a use for villagers because I did all my fishing. I did all the fishing and I did all the fishing to get my books, so I didn't need to. This was my daughter also designed this windmill, and I built it, or helped her build it. But we designed this, and she came up with that design, and we looked online, and then we went back and forth with 2 or 3 different versions, but this was what we came up with here. Looks pretty good. This was our farm here that we had, but she had this little windmill here. That's another. I used all the prismarine and all the stuff from that's a mob spawner that I built, and then this is my castle. Or this is our castle that we built. That was a tree farm there. We have a tree farm going there. But let me fly over here. That's our castle right there that we built, and it goes down 3 or 4 levels. And if you fly up here, oh, let me come in. Whoa, let me show you the back way here. Show you the back way. This is the barn here. This is the barn where all of the horses, underground barn here, where we have horses. Oh, I even got a, is it still alive? It is! Bones! Hey, Bones is still alive. We've still got Bones. He's still alive. I got a skeleton horse because we had those, man, those crazy, they scared me. Got all the other horses here. You come in the back way here, and if you go down into here, you got all the sheep for sheep shearing. And then if you go on down and down and down here, I've got my area for brewing, my area for enchanting. And then if you go on down, 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 da da down, da da down. I eventually had plans to turn all these into floors and build stuff, but we just never did end up building them. But we were going to. This is where I have that beacon there because I was clearing out. I was mining for diamonds and other stuff, but I was just see I was diamond mining down in here and slime spawners. What we had down here. And then if you come back up, this is how you had to go back up. It was a tricky way. This was all the way at bedrock, and you come out, go back in. This is the way it worked. Go out, come back in, and boom. Then you're in the castle. And so this is the castle. And if you come up this way right here, so you walk into the castle here. Doggy. Come into the castle. There's the portal. There was all my what did I have there? I don't know what I was doing there. Okay. And then had stuff there that I'd collected. And then if you went on down, you come down here, and then it had all my sort. It didn't sort anything, but this was just all my storage. Just had a whole bunch of storage stuff here. Had my smelting stop here. This was the throne room. Come down for the throne room. Had the table there for you to sit around the table. Had the diamond throne. Had my dog on the throne. Oh, look at him. Isn't he so cute? Had those guys. And then if you came back here, this was where we just were with the horses. Right there. Alright, so that was, that's Cleverton. Cleverton. And I'm going to get myself back up here in the castle because I usually like to end with me standing right here. So I'm going to jump out of here and I'm going to show you my homeworld real quick. We can do that in just a few minutes. So we come here, we go to homeworld. We started this one 2010 or 2010 or 2011, something like that. This was an area that I cleared out on. Now we did do some creative on this map. It wasn't entirely survival. I did command blocks. I did command blocks with creative, and I did a maze. I did create a maze, and I did when the bees come out, I created the the bees and stuff because I put them in my garden because we didn't have bees when the garden originally started. But I cleared all this out. I don't know what I was going to plan with this, but it was more of a mental thing, either crazy or not. I don't know. Where look, did I do a pattern? That's not on purpose. I don't know what that pattern is, but that's not on purpose. But that looks like a pattern, doesn't it? That's insane. But I don't know what I was planning on doing here, but I was doing something. But I dug all of this out. And this was my daughter's little village here. Right here, we're going to fly past it. She had this little village here that she worked on. And then I had my outpost here for Enderman. And I did this because you could stand there and have the Enderman come at you. And then that was when I first needed Ender Pearls. And this was our main home base. This direction right here is the spawn point. And I did not leave this on... I did not leave this on peaceful. So had the spawn point, and then you come here. Oh, let me land at the spawn point here. I'll land on the roof so I don't get blown up by creepers or anything. I might get hit by snipers, but what we did here is we had a pyramid that was over there, and we moved it up to there. Did a little pond there. I'll do a flyby on that. We've got this tower. I did all that on survival. Fell a few times and died a few times. It's crazy. But built all that up, and then they all spawn there. And when they spawn, I'll see if I can land up in there. This is my daughter's treehouse. Let me land here first. My daughter built this treehouse for herself. This is just built here. She's got this little platform there. She's got all of her flowers here. And then you can go down or up. I think here's you can go down. Here you go. You can go down here. Let me see if I can get up here without dying. I don't think I can. I don't think there's a way in. There's not a way in. Let me just land over here and show you what this is all over here. This was the barn we designed. That part right there was the original barn, and then we added on all of this right here. And what you could do in this barn was pretty cool. We had all of the livestock, had all the horses and the cows and all of this. And this was the barn here. We had all of our barns. We had our pack mules. Had Sonic and Smoke and had all of them. Had our garden right here. This was a garden. My daughter helped design all this out, and we built it. And this was our dragon head. And we have our ender egg when we captured or killed the ender. We used the one little trick where you knock it off. You use the little piston trick to knock it off and pick it up, and we planted it there. This was a little church library type thing. I don't know what this ever was, other than I'll show you the map room. We did do this all on survival. We took all of these maps and we went and explored all of them, flying all around, and until we got the achievement for it, where we explored everything. I'm pretty sure all of it. I think there's some little dots here and there that may not, but I think it popped the achievement. Oh, like right there. But I think it did pop the achievement for it. It gave us enough of it, and to get that. And we have a well there. This is where we brought in our zombies and villagers and converted them. You'd bring them in, lock them in, convert them. Let's see. This was we did. Oh, I'm going to show you real quick. This was our cemetery right here. This was our first. This was Buttercup the mule, died in 2013. If you dig up the coarse dirt and look in the casket, you'll find the. See, and this was our tribute to our real life dog that died in 2012 when we were playing on this server, and we went ahead and made a. I'm not going to dig her up. That was our little dog that we lost, and then this was Duke the horse that I lost riding in 2015. So a couple of year gap there between, but we didn't have any other animal deaths that I really know about. This was originally a sheep shearing area, but now I've got the. They don't have enough beds in here, do they? We need to have more beds. You know what? I should put this on creative and give them more beds, but I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just leave them in limbo. I originally had sheep in there, and I have no idea why. I have no idea why villagers are in there now. I don't remember doing that. This was going to be a museum. I was going to capture mobs and put them in here, but I never did finish it. Got busy and never did finish it. This was our little farm area here, and then we did use creative to get the beehives in here. But this was our little farm area here. This is our village that was designed by my daughter and my nephew. All the villagers are sleeping right now, but we had all the little homes here, and it is raid proof. We did do a raid. It was raid proof. The raid could not get in. The raid would spawn way over there, outside, and then it would spawn. It would spawn way over here. We had this blocked off too. I built this so that the raid couldn't get to us, but it would. That's why it's double. That's why it's double fence. And it would spawn way over there. They would spawn there and then like get stuck right in here, and we could kill them. But this is our chute here. I don't know if the. I don't know if it. Yeah, it still takes us up there. So oh, I have the. I don't have it tripped here, so you can. See, this is. So then you can collect stuff, and then if I want to drop it to the, if I want to drop it down into the chute here, I can just drop everything down. And I'll show you in the basement here real quick where everything goes. There's raw chicken, cooked chicken. We'll drop all that in. We'll drop gunpowder in. We'll drop bones in. And then here, if you don't want to stand here and do this, you just, woo, and they just drop through. And then you can jump off. Oh, here it was. Here was my platform I was trying to land on. I couldn't remember which side it was on. But then if you go over here and hit the button, I am using command blocks to do transport. That's the only thing I did do different. But this is my area house here that I built, and I've got my sorter area here. If you drop stuff here, it dumps to the basement sorting bins. That's my portal to the nether. Nothing big there. We got a blaze spawner and some other stuff there. This was my little house here that I built. I've got all the command blocks here for... I've got all my command blocks back here that take you to where you are. I just couldn't... It was way back when it was just taking us too long to get around places, and I did not want to take the time to build the nether portal hub. So, because there was just too many different places that my daughter was wanting to go and I was going, so I just did command blocks to send us different places. And got my dogs there. Chicken spawner here. This chicken spawner, I made the mistake one time. If you turn the switch on down here, it shoots eggs and creates chickens in here, and then they spawn, then they drop eggs, and then the eggs come down in here into these, and then they respawn and then get shot out again. And I left it on by accident one time. It shut the server down. I could barely get... It was on the Realm server, and I AFK'd it, and I forgot about it, and I forgot about the chickens, and I could not play it after I come back on. And you can hear them hitting. You can hear them hit and fall. And what happens is they hit and fall right here. They hit and fall in this area. And all that stuff gets sucked up down there. I'm picking stuff up for some reason. Oh, yes. Why are they dying up there? Oh, I think they're suffocating. I think they may be suffocating up there. Oh, no. I dropped all that stuff in the chest. That's all stuff getting dropped out of the chest. Okay, I forgot. Okay, that's all stuff getting dropped out of the chest. I have sorters there, and then if you drop all the way down here, and we're going to drop all the way to the basement. Got a nice little fish tank right there. Drop all the way to the basement. Oop. And then we've got our sorting machine, the super big sorting machine. I've got this is the bait. It's not my design. It's you get it off the internet, but you basically put your stuff in there, and then it sorts it all down through here, and you got all this stuff that it sorts. Dun 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 dun. All these bones. I'm gonna have to empty these out at some point. Flash, and then all your junk gets sent down here. And then if you don't, whatever you don't like, you just come over here and throw it into the lava. Hey, there was some cake left. What does the sign say? This sign. Read this sign. Oh, don't read this sign. Okay, I read the sign. This is my mushroom farm. This was my attempt at trying to grow mushrooms. And what you do is you come up here and you turn this on. And it's supposed to grow mushrooms. But I would get mobs in there sometimes. And then you harvest the mushrooms. And this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to work. I think it works okay. And then you turn it back off. And then you turn the lights off. And it closes up. Turns all the lights off. And then you got all your mushrooms coming in. Yep, it works pretty good. Still works. I would just get mobs in there sometimes. I never could figure out how to not to get mobs and get the mushrooms to grow. So we had that. This was my sugarcane farm, my vine farm. This is the tree farm here. And then what you do is you cut all your trees down. You don't have to wait for the leaves or the you don't have to wait for your leaves or your saplings. You just turn the water on. Take your wood, turn the water on, and leave it. And then the water washes everything into hoppers that are underneath there. And then we have our Chorus farm here. We have our slime farm here. Our slime farm, this one is just a basic design where they just bounce on out and they hit the cactus and they die. And they go in. This one I tried to do with the golems, where they all go towards the golems. But I didn't like this design as much because it's harder and it costs you more iron. See, they try to get the golem. And see, now he's hitting them. They used to not hit, so they've changed the mechanics. The bigger guys, he hits them. But they, you lose some on the cactus. You lose some of the slime on the cactus, but I'm telling you, it's so productive that you get this right here. If you just AFK this sucker for a little bit. This is the better design, by the way. This is the better design. Just let them, don't try to attract them to a golem, but just let them just jump, and they all go to the outside, and then they hit the cactus, and they go down, and you get stuff like this. Like that. I mean, this is insane. And then I got my pumpkin and watermelon farm. Pumpkin and watermelon farm. Got that farm there. And then if you go up, I have my cow farm. Wait, where is it? It's out here. Come out here. You can hear them. You got a cow farm here. I got this design off somebody off the internet, where if you hit this water design, there's a whole bunch of them in here. You trap them and you get them brought in here, and you start breeding them in here. And if you breed them as an adult, the adults can't drop through, but the babies will. The babies will actually drop through, and then you breed them, and then the babies drop in here, and then you kill the babies. But then you've still got all of your big, you've got your, so you do. And then you breed them, you give them wheat, you breed them. Babies drop down, kill them after they mature. This is the big farm here. And that's kind of a tour of our home world. We've done a whole bunch more stuff, but not much. Oh, that's wait, where I gotta go here? I'm lost. I'm lost. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go down and then back up. I'm gonna use the button to get back up. Use the button to get back up. There we go. And had this big sorting area here. This was my original storage area here, and then I created the stuff in the basement. And we had potato farms over here. Oh, I had this was all my wool. I would shear the sheep. I would drop it in a sorter, and it would just boop 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 boop, boop come all the way here and go into the sorting. And it was in one of those same sorting machines, and it would sort it by color. And you would drop it in, and it would sort it by color, and then it would come all the way down. And this was the farm where you stand right here and you just keep planting, and it keeps growing, and it uses bone meal. This is back up to the little bee farm here. Ooh, honey's dropping on me. Ah, honey. Let's come out here, and that's the tour. That is our this is our home world that we built. I forgot to close the gate. This was our home world we built. What is this guy doing? Oh, there we go. They used to not do these. We just recently put those in. I logged in about maybe a year ago after they did one of the updates where they changed the villagers, because I wanted to test it out. And the bees. And look at the bee. Look at him. What is he doing? Hey, Mr. Bee, what are you doing? Is he stuck? What is this bee doing? Is he dancing? Is he stuck up there? I think he's stuck. But look at him. Oh, now he's not spinning anymore. Alright, well, there's honey galore, and that's pretty much a tour of Cleverton, Clevercraft server, our homeworld server, and I hope this was fun for you to watch some of the throwback, some of the old stuff that we built. And Silas, Rowan, and Riley, I hope you enjoy watching these videos. I'm doing these for you. And if you have any questions, put comments below if you want to see anything in particular, or if you want to see me do a particular map or download a map or do something different, I'll do that. But I've got a lot of build stuff that we're going to be doing on our Portal home world, or our Portal world, and we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it all. Silas, Rowan, and Riley, love you, and hope you have a great day and be excellent to each other.